What's up, you guys? Happy Sunday. I hope you are all fantastic. It's been a hot minute. I know normally I'm supposed to do this every other Sunday, but life happens. What are you going to do? But this Sunday, I figured if you already read the title, it's a birthday special. It's my birthday. So I figured this is a fun way to kind of celebrate with the people I love, get to hang out, get to talk, all that fun stuff. So couple of quick reminders. We have some amazing events coming up. Don't mind my cat. They like to invade. We have White Hill Mansion coming up November 8th, I believe. Then we have Mid-Orange Correctional Facility. And then we have New Egypt in New Jersey. So 3 exciting events left. That is all that's left, guys. So you want to go? Book your tickets. Quick, because if you don't, what are we going to do? It's not going to be fun. And you can book everything on extremeticketing.com. I'm going to quick say hello to everyone. So let's see. We have Stacy. How are you, honey? I hope you are doing fantastic. We have the awesome Chris. Hey, Chris, how are you doing? I caught your live, I believe it was last night. I caught the end of it, unfortunately, but I did catch a little bit of it. So I hope you are doing fantastic, and thank you for the birthday wish. We have Mark Brown. How are you, hon? I hope you are doing fantastic. Thank you for the birthday wish. We have the lovely Kaylee. Hi, honey. How are you? I hope you are doing wonderful. Guys, have you checked out her photos, by the way? They are gorgeous. I don't know about you, but holy guacamole, I don't think I could take a better photo or even make it creepy enough like that. So you need to check out her photos ASAP. Okay? Cool. We have Chris. Hi, Chris. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Thank you for the birthday wish. That's all we have right now. Oh, no, I lied. We have Carrie. Hi, honey. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Thank you for the birthday wish. So I'm going to bring up these lovely guests. We have some awesome things to talk about. So without a further ado, I will bring up the lovely and amazing Rob. Hi, Rob. How are you?
Lovely.
Yeah,
I'm good. How are you?
Today.
Very good. I didn't know it was lovely, but
You're lovely today. Take
Happy
it
birthday, Sandy.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. Your birthday was earlier this week.
It was. Almost forgot.
Almost forgot.
It was Wednesday.
Yeah. And we're also going to bring up the amazing Sarah.
I like how she qualified. You were lovely today.
Yeah, right? He's lovely today. Wanted to switch it up a little bit. It's got to be fun, right?
Yeah.
And then we're going to bring up the amazing Miss Bianca. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me on your birthday.
Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. I love you.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about Mid-O. Rob, how'd this brainchild happen?
Well, if the boys were here, it's kind of just a conversation that started way back May. I think it was May. We're at the White Hill Expo, chit-chatting, and it's no secret this feels a little bit wonky sometimes. So we were just sharing stories, standing around talking. I'm like, guys, we should do something together. I've always loved Barry. Barry's just such a good guy. He's always been, positive and motivating. He bitches like the rest of us do, but and Dave's his own character. You can never change Dave. So I was like, why don't we should all do something together? And they were like, yeah, let's do that. So Mid-Orange, for me at least, seemed like the smartest place to do it. We can fit a lot of people.
Yep.
And it's sort of centrally located for all of us. With the whole notion being, Dave has his people, right? And we all do the same location. Barry has his people. We've stolen each other's people, not intentionally. It's just how it goes. For the most part, people find an event company and stick with it because it's what they know. So why aren't we sharing audiences? Why aren't we working with each other and showing what actual, I won't use the word, but unity looks like. Because Rob, Sarah, Dave, Barry have existed as, and Bianca, you too, but most of you, like, people consider you an event company, you're Bianca, right? So we've existed in the same area for a long time and remain not very common. And I don't know if Bianca this, but the very same day, if I remember correctly, Bianca, you came up to me, right? I think you had this perception that I was not a big fan of yours.
Yes.
And which was so not true. I was like, wait, what? But kudos and bravo to you for even, most people won't do it. You walked
Absolutely.
over. Yeah, you walked over and you're like, hey, can I talk to you? And I was like, what I do, right? This is the first thing. And we talked. And I'm not sure, and it doesn't even matter what led you to that conclusion, but it was just another example of, what? People need to talk more and spend time face to face and working with each other instead of guessing what you like each other or worse, right? So that was kind of the day that this was born. This is truly put together. I'm sort of the guy that like links, gets the tools and puts all the pieces together, and then Sarah comes in and pretties up all my work. She's sort of, so if she was there that day, it probably would have been prettier at the end, but that's how this was all kind of born. We do truly believe that, and look, Barry, Dave, and Rob have very different price points in mind when we create our events and pricing. And we work together that way. There's just all these different things that kind of come together in the end. But really, it was about bringing us together. And then, Sarah, if you want to expand on the bigger vision and mission here, which you're the best at compared to.
Well, yeah, when you mentioned that, you guys had this conversation, I think that it is such an amazing opportunity, which we had tried once before to work with another event company at Mid-Orange. But I think the problem is finding the people in the community that sort of have that same mission about sharing the space, sharing the workload, and showing the community what their choices are, right? We know there are lots of different event companies. And I think when we have an opportunity at such an amazing location like Mid-Orange, because like Rob said, it's this larger venue, it sort of becomes this beautiful, I keep calling it kind of like a working expo, right? We're getting out from behind the booths and sort of saying, look, like, here's going to be a selection of people. We have, Barry Ruggiero, we have Dave Giuliano, we have the amazing Bianca Rose, we have Paranormal Theory, and then other people started to come in seeing this growing, right? So they're going to all come to this location. And now, instead of just going to the booth and, yeah, this is what I do, now these fabulous people like Bianca get to say, come watch me. This is what I do. What better way to get a little sampling taste test of what's out there? Get Haunted. This is exactly what I think Rob and I have always strived for. And that is, we aren't telling anyone what you have to believe. We want to say, listen, here's the community. Here are our friends. Here are the people that have said, yes, we want to share in the community. Why I started with the tagline, unity, real unity is being in the community, right? That's where the unity is being community. And there's no better way to be community than work together in one location. So was that kind of what you were thinking, Rob?
That was good enough.
I mean,
Bianca, I muted you just because we were hearing the caramel latte machine there or whatever. But you unmute when you're ready. So yeah, that was really what it was about. Now, some people, and that led to other things, right? Because we want everybody to participate and be represented, which is why We're doing the shirts, right? We're doing cool, unique shirts for this event where even if you can't make it, you can sponsor the t-shirt and have your logo on the back. How often, do team swap shirts? Not enough, right? So here, and it's pretty cheap. People think it's a money grab. It's not. I have to pay for all this shit, folks. That's just how it works. But for a very modest fee, you can have, it's like a NASCAR the back of that shirt. We've got Sandy, bring up that one graphic. I'll run through, and I probably forgot some because I did this just, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. But we've got Two Brothers Extreme. They were like the first in. I don't know if they're going to be there. We got Batty with Brittany coming. We've got Paranormal Theory. We've got Phantasm, Masonic Spirits, Empty Casket. We've got Digging Deeper Paranormal, River Paranormal. There's probably more. You'll see Paranormal Cares, Ghost Hunter Store, and Get Haunted. Obviously, we're working on a logo for Bianca. Bianca's going to be on there somewhere. But that's, how cool is that to have, this big event where everybody's kind of coming together and you can still be a part of it, even if you can't. Like, we know Next to Kin's going to be out in Indiana shooting at animals and stuff. That's what they do. The father-son trip out there. Like,
it's winter time. It's time for them to go hunt.
What's that? Yeah.
It's winter time.
We'll get them on there. They want to be there, but ideally, right, the idea is to say, hey, we support this type of activity. We want to see more people working together, more people sharing, more people exchanging ideas, because I'll be honest with you, I talked about this the other day, or spoke about this the other day, where, you can kind of get in a routine, especially if you put events on regularly, right? There becomes a routine. It's not scripted, but you follow a mental script as you work your way through the night. So this thing is going to be very, very different. And we do have some unique twists, like Paranormal Theories Terror Time, where you can sign up to go be, alone, strapped to a chair in a tunnel, maybe. I don't know what all the plans are. We're not going to
strap to a chair.
I won't lie. I might strap my brother-in-law, just a fair heads up, because he did buy his ticket for him and his mom is going to, this is her first time at a Go On event.
All right, we're gonna terrify her. So, Ryan and Emily stepped in, and they offered this up. We've got Eric Testerman's gonna come out, and he's bringing some of his haunted objects collection. We're gonna make him, a stop. So, it's gonna sort of be this smorgasbord of really cool stuff. You got Bianca doing a gallery reading, and then there will be an opportunity for some private readings on the side. You can investigate with us, Barry's people. If you don't know what it's like to investigate with Rob and Sarah, it's probably not what you think. I need to get a reading from Bianca, so maybe I'll be one of your customers that night. But we wanted to offer something very diverse and very fun. Dave will be there with equipment from the Ghost Hunter store. If you have questions, or you want to test his stuff out, Dave, you're not here, so I'm just volunteering all your shit out. Test his gear out. This could be an opportunity. Kaylee will be there taking photos.
Her photos are amazing. Holy guacamole.
Yeah, all our new banners are Kaylee's photos. They're really, really good. That's what it's all about, right? It's not about putting things in a box and doing it the same way all the time and being in competition. Dave, Rob, and Barry have chatted in the past about pricing, right? I'm very stuck in a mindset that price is important, because if we go too cheap, right, you got anybody that's got $50 to burn to show up to your event and ruin it for the other 20 people who are there for a serious reason, right? Or 10 or 15 or whatever the hell it is. So that's one aspect of it. For us, we have to travel, and there's hotels and all these things. So, all these things that people don't understand, they think these are the things that pit people against each other. And it's just not the case, at least with us three, with Get Haunted. with Paranormal Cares and with Dave. I don't know. They all have like 12
Multiple logos. I don't.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell they are anymore. But and then to bring Bianca in, right? Because I do think that more often than not, what people don't, and Bianca, you can tell me when I'm wrong. I do think that while we're ghost hunting, or if that's what you want to call it, or while we're investigating, many people put themselves into a state that makes them receptive to, right? Whether they want to realize that or not. So to bring a medium on, I think just juices that pot up quite a bit. So I think people don't realize that they're trying to tap in, if they're not tapping into certain gifts, while they're doing what we all do on these investigations, which is why we get very different experiences from each other sometimes. But anyway, that's enough about that. So we've got the shirts, we've got Time, we got all these amazing teams backing it up. And if you want to get your logo on there, you can go on Extreme Ticketing or go to gethaunted.com and go to the events. We can get there's still room for some shirt logos. There's also event sponsors, and there's a few of those, and I will thank them at a different time. But people are kicking in because they want to see this happen. Yeah. And for me, Mid-Orange is a special place. I know Sarah had one of her larger experiences there, but there's just something in me, right? And we're seeing it now, and it's all coming to the surface more and more, where our favorite locations can go away pretty quickly before you know it. And I just have a feeling we're not going to see a whole hell of a lot more of Mid-Orange and after next year. This is Rob being a medium.
Oh, I wonder what Bianca's take is on that. If she has any.
I have not been to this location yet, so I'm really excited, and I don't want to know anything. I plan on actually doing a deprivation session prior going there, just to see what I can see before going there. So I'll have that all documented and written down, and then I could share that after I do my gallery reading, because my number one priority obviously is during the gallery reading to connect as clearly as possible to every single soul possible. And then, we can move into the weird and put me in the basement and whatever the hell you want to do. And I could share my notes. Okay. But I'm excited because I haven't been there yet. So I'll definitely do a deprivation prior.
I'm not going to give you any details. But
Don't give me any details.
No, I won't. But it's just one of those places that after my first time, I've worked there dozens of times. We were some of the first people to actually walk through it. You're just like, damn, this place is cool. I gotta come back. There's so many stories, and there's so many. Oh man, all right. So remind me to tell you something very important after the event that night, because it just gets in your blood, and it's one of those places where it's a story that constantly unfolds. For as many times as I've been there, I've had former inmates, some who I still talk to today, to former COs, who were able to really validate a lot of the evidence we got there, to straight up hardcore skeptics who did not believe. Like, literally, we sat out front before the event, and he's like, "This is all bullshit," and I'm like, "Okay, we're gonna see." And he's like, "No," he's like, "You can't prove to me that it's real." I was like, "Well, you can't prove it's not." So we went through that night, and I did experiments with him. And this dude was a photographer, and I stuck him down in one of the meat lockers, right, as an experiment. And then we were 3 floors up, asking for things to happen to him, and it happened. And he was like, "What the hell?" Then he went and he sat in the cottages with me and a few others, and he was just snapping away with his Canon in burst mode, and he got this.
That's really cool.
That's one frame out of like 300, which means that thing was there and then gone, and it turned him into a straight up Go hunting every weekend after that. So Mid Orange is just one of those places that is cool. There's a lot there. So you're gonna
Well,
have fun.
when you stick me, this is the first time you're working with me. So when you bring me to a location, things get extra weird. I don't know if it's because I'm so different and they're like, oh my God, this girl is here. Like, but things get definitely extra weird. What Dave likes to do with me when I do events with him sometimes is they'll stick me up like a few floors away from them and I will blindfold myself and like, you know, put on headphones, like kind of like a sensory deprivation, and they'll all go somewhere else. And I will channel and just, you know, they put a video camera on me, of course, to see what I'm doing. And I will respond and do weird things and say things. And then weird things will happen. Like I'll go, for instance, at the Grand Midway Hotel, I'll go door, door, door. And then down the hallway, the door slams. So it's really interesting. I'm really excited. I don't want to know anything until I do my deprivation, you know, 2 days prior or whatever. Obviously, it's a correctional facility, but there's obviously so much more. It's probably haunted before it even became abandoned, you know?
Yeah. And I can't even,
Don't say never.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's my belief. I believe that it was haunted with the prisoners in it. And I'll leave it there. I won't say nothing else and I won't go any further.
Okay.
I like it.
Damn it. I made it harder. So so really, folks, like what this is all about is people coming together. It's not going to be a typical investigation where we line up, we hand you the gear, sit you down, and you do your thing, and then you rotate. There will be some of that, but this is a working, you know, let's get together. It's a gathering. We're like the juggalos of the paranormal, the insane ghost posse. IGP. That might be
a lot of fun. I'm excited for it.
So it truly is about people coming together. First and foremost, investigation comes to me, in my mind at least, secondary. Doesn't mean it's going to be ignored, but yeah. So for Eric to come out, bring his stuff, pull Eric's photo up.
I got
you. Talk about. Eric's never done this. Eric's an avid collector of haunted objects and a friend of ours. And he's very proud of his collection, and he should be. And he shares a lot of stories that happen at home with us. But he's got a lot of stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Why don't you bring it out and show it? Let's get you in front of people, and you can share your experiences. And if they want to, maybe investigate a piece or two, they can. So he's all for it. So Eric will be there. Again, this dude's never really done anything publicly, but he's willing to come out and set up and show his stuff off, which I love for him. So I'm excited to have Eric come in. So we got and then my big goofy friend Tank. The guy he was a COVID meme. He's coming as a guest where he was
Wait, Tank? Who's Tank?
I shared that. Hold up.
Now I'm curious.
Hold up. I think I have.
Bianca's
muted.
No.
I muted myself. I haven't seen these things. I need these things so I can share them too.
Oh, I know.
We gotta fix this.
Bianca's been so good about helping us share the word, and again, this is about everybody introducing their piece of the paranormal, which means their followers, their friends, their family. If we can all come together in one, location and understand, it's like, get off of social media. I said this for the expo for a year, get off social media, get in the real world and meet people for yourself. Here's Tank.
Who is Tank, though? I don't even know who this is.
So, well, you remember COVID, right? There were all these memes going around. It's like, oh, COVID's here. This is how I dress. You may have met him before. He's been to Selma. Why do I keep saying that? New Egypt with us.
Okay.
We did his kid's birthday party there, but that's Jim. They're coming out. This is what most people remember him from. He was a COVID meme. He's an avid cosplayer. But there's movies about Jim. He used to work for the Misfits. A good friend of mine. But I'm like, you know what? He's special too. Dude was a COVID meme, and I saw it like all through COVID. I'm like, geez. seeing you, Jim. I'm sorry about that. All right, how do I get rid of this? Oh, there we go.
Did you figure it out?
I got it.
Perfect.
So there's just going to be a whole variety of really cool ass people there, and Ryan Dayton.
You love Ryan. He's a good child. I swear.
Yeah, that's good. Talk to him as much as I do. He's like my kid.
He's your kid, more or less.
Can you say he's like your stepson?
He's like my stepson. Yeah,
He's a good kid.
but Ryan and Emily will be there. Yeah, there's a lot happening with this, folks. So it's time. It's time. Come hang out with us. It's the end of the year. It's November. Temperatures should be good. There's a lot happening. A lot happening.
No,
Too.
it's
I feel like Bianca is in a mode right now. Are you
No,
like
I-
receiving
yeah.
messages, Bianca?
Well, I wrote my psychic impression and then I was like, no more. I don't want to know anything else because I want to wait. I really want to wait. That was the only thing that I'm sitting with you guys. So it's kind of hard not to, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to. The only thing I feel is that it was haunted before while prisoners are still in their cells. It's like, holy crap, I'm stuck in here and it's haunted. I'm going to leave it there. I was actually writing though, like Tank is coming and I want the guy's name of the haunted artifacts too, because I want to promote them as well. I want to
I'll
make sure
send
that
it.
I'm
Yeah, I'll send.
advertising everybody.
Literally, Bianca, why you're just saying that is because that was like 30 minutes before this show. I'm like, hey, Eric, like, you comment, and he's like, yep, I'm doing it.
Okay, cool. Eric, his name is.
Yeah. So I didn't even make a proper little graphic for him, but I will. We'll get this all out there. So
Perfect.
yeah, so just good stuff going on. I'm excited to work with you, Bianca.
I'm excited. I'm really grateful. I really am. You guys,
We
thank
are
you
too.
for trusting me and wanting to collaborate with me, because that's what I do. I don't just work with one person. I want to work with everybody. I want everyone to be able to collaborate with me, so I could be meeting Bianca Rose for everybody, not just one person.
Correct. Well, if Dave and Barry miss another show, then it might just be us. So
yeah, they're on the
So,
naughty list
the way
right
I
now.
roll, Dave and Barry.
I knew Dave wasn't going to come. I literally was opening my laptop and I'm like, Dave's not going to come, is he?
Did I say that to Sarah?
You did.
I did.
Tears,
Um,
guys, tears.
No offense, Dave. We love you.
We do love you.
We love you. I even messaged his wife and was like, hey, I'm talking to his real agent now. Can you remind your husband?
Well, it's kind of like Sarah. Sarah's your agent.
Well, that's different. That's different. So yeah, it's gonna be a great night. For us, it's the end of the
It is the end of the
season, pretty much. Outside New Egypt is the last one I know, but that's not like this. This is our last larger event for 2025. And then it's going to be Nose to the Grindstone, getting 2026 lined up, which is going to be very, very, very different than what y'all saw for Get Hunted and Paranormal Long in 2025. So exciting things, good things. Maybe we'll see more Bianca. Hey, do you remember Banaka?
Oh,
Oh my God, that's weird.
remember
Do you know
that?
people? Do you know that was a nickname? That was a
it?
nickname. Some people would call me that, yeah, because of that, the Banaka spray. Is that right? Am I saying
Yeah,
that
it would
correctly?
like burn the shit out
Wow,
of you.
what a flashback! I completely forgot about this until
That's
you are
so
just saying it
80s.
now.
It is. Well,
Rob, when you were in school, so for us, that was very junior high. Everybody carried it. Everybody would spray it all during class. So they got, like, you could not bring them to class anymore.
well,
It's like Axe
Mhm.
spray.
junior high is when I discovered that girls are really cool. So I wasn't in junior high enough because I was too busy doing dumb things. But
You weren't in class? You'd like,
Four
I
choices.
skipped a lot. Yeah.
No judgment.
No, you can't. I mean, it was the 80s, right? But I don't remember any Banaka bands, but I do remember people. And then I remember the first time and I was like, you can't
takes
even,
your breath away.
yeah, literally.
I mean, I
So-
forgot about that.
Yeah, I said Bianca, and then Banaka jumped into my head. So
That's
Yeah.
weird. You're bringing back like flashbacks here. That was a nickname for a little bit. I don't
That's
remember
right.
who, but a few people.
Banaka Rose.
Weird. Or
I
not
like
weird.
it. I like it. Yeah. So yeah, we got cool stuff coming. Y'all might have saw my photo from Waverly Hills. It's
Yeah.
not really a secret anymore. We're handling ticketing for Waverly Hills, which this time of the year is
Bring me there.
the haunted house, right? And then come January, just so everybody out there, stop emailing them. They're paranormal tourists, and overnight tickets come out January. They do that every year. It's just what it is. It says it on their website. Oh my God, do they still sell it?
Well,
Honey,
this is original. This is $99, folks.
Oh my God.
Holy shit!
baby.
But it does say you can get it at CVS
That's why.
for $6.
Oh, I'm going.
But it's
Going
not
like-
it's not Bianca. It's not, they
Right.
just don't. Yeah.
It doesn't steal your breath.
Try to find the original. No.
Ah, I love eBay. for that.
$99, folks.
I have a stack of McDonald's, those tin ashtrays they used to have.
Yeah.
They were around and you could stack them up like, yeah. You used to be able to smoke at McDonald's.
No, I remember my mom smoking at McDonald's, so yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Smoke
that.
everywhere. We're the old folks, Rob, you and I.
Apparently, I'm not asking Banaka. But she remembers Banaka, so she can't be
I
that
do.
far off.
No.
It was the
I'm
90s.
I'm 1990. I'm right on the between the two.
Cusp.
Yeah, I'm on 93, end of it.
All right. Well, you'll get your card in the mail soon. Welcome to the AARP.
They've got a long ways to go.
No, fun fact, I think ARP got like the wrong person one time. I think it was like when I was 20, they sent me a card. Welcome to ARP. And I was like, I'm only 20, guys. No.
Yeah. It's no problem.
Ryan, remember
Yeah.
when stuff was $1 at McDonald's?
Yeah, I remember.
Right?
It can be still.
No.
But anyway, so and if you haven't been up to Mid Orange, folks, there is Pine Bush is not that far away. There's the Pine Bush UFO Museum, which is really, and Paranormal Museum, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
The tour alone is just pretty awesome. The fact that Sarah and I lectured there once makes it even more iconic location. It's basically holy ground now. You got the Shanley Hotel, not all that far away.
Sleepy Hollow's not that far. I mean, if you're going to come, make it a fun weekend. There are so many cool attractions. Plus, let's be honest, Hudson Valley has the trifecta itself. It has many stories of alien, of cryptid, of ghost. Also has, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Rob, I think we were told Hudson Valley has the most amount of churches and different congregations. Like there's Buddhist temples, there's Christian, there's Jew, there's everything you can think of in Hudson Valley. And why? They've been there forever. Why?
The creepiest shit story that happened. So we were driving, Sarah's in her Jeep driving us, and there's this beautiful like Buddhist temple up, but it's clearly abandoned, right? So we pass it. She's like, "Oh, I want to look at it," and she turns around, and I'm.
That's how I said it too. Oh my God, I want to look at it.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So I'm like zooming in with the photos, right? And I'm like, and
because there was a beautiful statue garden, Buddhist statue garden and there was a chain, right? Because you guys were like, Sarah, don't go past that. Because I was like ready to drive over it, and they're like, don't do that, like stay there. But I wanted to see the statue garden.
Yeah, well, all of a sudden these people start coming out, and they're dressed the same. And they're walking weird.
They look dirty, right? They looked like they were like coming out of the, I don't even know,
like woods. They were coming out of the damn woods. I gotta find this photo. So
I'm curious.
I'm like, go. I was freaking out. Like, I didn't know. I mean, it was one of the creepiest things I've seen ever. So yeah, just be careful when you go up there.
And I think if you can get a couple hours to go to the Pine Bush Museum, it's UFO and Paranormal Museum. Something that was so intriguing about how they what actually it means. Yeah, those guys, like, out of nowhere.
Just came out of the woods.
Yes. There was another house or something behind the statue garden. So the Buddhist temple was at the road. There's a big parking lot. And then there's like the statue garden. And then there was like a house behind it. And two guys came out.
And they look like that?
Uh-huh.
I mean, it could have been, it could have been worse. It could have been like zombies and,
Right. It could have been worse.
Yeah, that's
Rob's
my
like, just
biggest
go.
fear. Zombies.
So yeah, this was the garden.
But that is really random. Are those a bunch of people?
No,
Statues.
statues.
Oh, the statues? Oh.
So yeah, it was freaking weird, man.
That
I
is
was
weird.
like, yeah, we got to run.
You gotta run.
But yeah, the museum itself has such an amazing amount of information as to, first of all, the area and how many alien or UFO experiences have been documented. And this is something that many people, I didn't know this. I'm sort of new to that aspect of the paranormal. However, if you call and say, oh, I saw something in the sky, they don't document that. The documentation to that area is so thick, and what it has to go through in order to even be in the records for the government or MUFON or anything like that is insane.
Really?
So the file is not this big, folks. It is, if I remember correctly, Rob, right? Was it not a really big?
Oh, it's huge. Yeah. There's a lot. I've seen weird shit even at the Shanley that I would call MUFON over like the Ghostbusters any day. Like there's some really strange stuff. So Hudson Valley, Warwick, New York is beautiful. It is beautiful. Heads up, it can be expensive if you try to book last minute. So
Book the Shanley.
Mhm.
book the Shanley out. Like do that. So it's just Mid-Orange is cool, and you're gonna be driving.
Beautiful.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, whoa, this is cool. So also know that it's a sports complex now. It's owned by a famous soccer player. I think he's Austrian, and his wife. They're just really cool people. I've given them private ghost tours, the wife and kid, and he called in from, I don't know, Germany, Austria, wherever he was, and done little, mini ghost investigations with the kids. During the day, it is a soccer camp, so there's tons of little kids running around, which is wild. And
I wonder how much that plays in. And I'll be so curious with Bianca being there, like to have that energy of children. And I would say probably all ages of kids, right? Young to teenagers that are there at the soccer
and
camps.
adults, they have like professional games there.
Yeah. But the kid aspect of it to me, because of what that facility was, I'm so curious if that helps bring out some of what is seemingly stuck at that location.
Well, I'm assuming, there's really no working electricity. Think about, when spirits want to manifest, they're pulling from electricity to maybe turn into a full body apparition or, to create EVPs and so forth. But since there's probably no working electricity, right? It's really cool that the kids are on the property because they give out such an immense amount of energy. It is feeding the land. It is feeding the property. It's a good energy. It's a strong energy. Not that the kids are like at risk or anything, but it's like a natural, just, little electric source, if that makes sense.
A little battery almost.
Yeah.
It's creepy that she said the children are feeding that location. Like you almost feel like that's very pertinent.
I don't know. What is it called? Focus,
I can't say much. I can't.
Don't say
can't.
nothing. Don't say nothing.
Damn it.
She's making it hard. I have so many questions
hard.
already
It's
for
hard,
Bianca.
yeah. They get
Am I
excited.
like on point? Like, I mean, the two things that I've said so far, I'm assuming it like really hits, right?
maybe.
We're gonna go with yes.
Yeah, like I don't know if you even want me to say yes. Yes,
Okay.
there's important.
Well, you don't have to say yes. I know it's a
There-
yes.
No, I know you're not forcing it, but there's important pieces to the things you just said.
Okay.
And if
Cool.
you've done no research, which I believe you,
No.
it makes
Aside from it being a correctional facility, it's in the words. I mean, it would have been cooler if you just hired me and we're not telling you where you're going and
that's
put a bag over my
that's a
head and put
different
me in a
event.
car.
That's a different event.
Okay, because it's
We're gonna
been
do that.
done many times with me, but this is different, obviously.
Then we're gonna blindfold you and push you
Yes,
around.
yes,
throw you in
yes,
the
yes.
trunk.
Perfect. Just don't get arrested.
It happens. Yeah, there's some important things to the things. Yeah, I can't say anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's
I'm
hard.
so excited. Very
Yeah,
cool.
can I ask how you got started in the paranormal? Because I'm actually very curious.
Yeah, it's not beautiful roses and love and light. So I am a medium, and most other psychic mediums I really don't click with too well. They think I'm absolutely crazy because of what I do. But I grew up on Long Island. I grew up in a town called Patchogue, and I grew up in a house that was terrifying, like something you should like. I lived through the real Conjuring movies. Okay. At a really young age, I started to use Ouija boards. I'm gonna try to put this into a nice little tiny package. Ouija boards, okay? Then I realized, why does it only work for me? So then I would take a piece of paper, write it out myself. Why does it only still work for me? Then I realized that they literally could just take my hand and start writing. Like I am a human Ouija board, like they could speak through me. But what I didn't know at a young age is that you cannot just start talking to anything, or anything is going to come. You have to set the intention as a medium. Like, I'm going to connect to only you, your loved ones, your soul, your guides. But at a young age, I did not know that. And I let something into the house that called itself Duppy. Okay, so for a very long time, it made itself out to be like my protector and so forth. And activity got insane in that house, like bed shaking, light bulbs exploding, TVs turning on and off, doors slamming. They would take my mom's vegetable knives and hide them on the ledges of the doorways and stuff. It was the most messed up house ever. I would love to go knock on their door and be like, hey, how are you all doing?
Yeah.
One day I will. But what I now know in my 30s is that a duppy is it's an evil spirit in the Caribbean culture, and its intention is to take over and possess typically women and eventually kill them. So that is what I was talking to at a young age, plus all sorts of other crazy stuff. There's so much I could throw into that, but that's where it began. Okay. So then for many, many years, think the most horrific things possible that could possibly happen to me. And then one day it was like a big pivoting point. And, I realized that this is a real deal. I'm not crazy. I'm not schizophrenic. And that I needed to do this, fully because of a famous medium that I got to have a reading with twice. And then I started doing this full time. But that's where it begins. Just to, because I could go on and on about that, but just to sum it up really fast, that's how it began.
That's insane, to say the least.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in my blood or in that house around the age 4 or 5, I came home from kindergarten and I was standing in front of the basement steps and the door was locked and everything, and it swung open and I fell down backwards. And it's old creepy basement. This house is from the 1920s, I believe, and I hit the pavement completely out cold, blackout, coma. My mom did not bring me to the hospital. Thanks, Mom. And left me on the couch until I came to. And when I came to, I said, don't worry, Mommy, an angel caught me. But I want to think about that. Was it really an angel that caught me? Or am I just so small that I think, this thing is an angel, and was it intentional? Did they open the door on purpose to try and kill me at that young age? So I don't know if that's a pivoting point of why this began or if I'm just born with it, but it's crazy and I can't explain it scientifically, and my life is very weird and I wouldn't change it for anything. I would do this life 10 times over. It is the most amazing thing ever. It's amazing. It's really amazing. I don't have words.
So
Boom.
Question. So like when you meet people, right? When you meet someone for the first time, or
Right.
like do you get hit with anything, or are you tuning that shit out?
It's all intention now. I've learned not to do that. I did that to my children's dentist once, and a week later, I received a phone call saying that they weren't going to take my insurance anymore. So I've learned that you do not just start talking to people because they could get really freaked out. It wasn't my fault that his mom would not stop talking to me about his the jewelry collection. So it's intention. So when I sit down with somebody, one, I want them to be open to it. I never want to make someone sit down with me, and I'm setting the intention to only connect to you, your soul, your higher self, your loved ones, everybody on the other side, and then your guides, whatever that may be. So I'm setting an intention. So when I do a gallery, no offense to anybody who does it this way, it's not vague where I'm like, oh, I have Jim and it's a grandpa that smoked and he died of lung cancer and I'm waiting for someone in the room to claim it. I feel like it's fishing. I know everyone does things different. I just don't do it that way. I will scan the audience and I will feel who I'm pulled to. I'll go to them and I say, can I read you? And then I'll begin. So it's all intentional. I'm going where I feel pulled to, and I specifically will connect to their loved ones on the other side. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
You know, it's intention. I'm opening up properly and I'm shutting down properly. It doesn't mean that I'm always going to be okay. You know, like when I'm in my own house and I wake up in the middle of the night and there's something in the room yelling at me, like it happens. But
yeah.
For my readings, I set the intention.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Sarah, you were going to say.
No, what I'm very curious about is with your duppy, and you said that it's from the Caribbean culture. Is that connected to you somehow? Like how?
No, I have no idea. I'm Italian, and on my mom's side, I think there's like some Russian, Hungarian, and Spaniard. But I honestly couldn't even explain to you why. And it used to, so it called itself DUBBY.
Okay.
Take them and flip them upside down. It's duppy, which is crazy. It took me years to figure that out. I didn't understand. For a while, I thought it was a play on words because the neighbor next door, her name was Debbie. So I thought maybe that's what it was. And then finally, maybe by like 31, I was like, oh my God. And I finally figured it out. And I was just like, honestly, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. It was crazy.
And no interaction with Duppy now.
No, definitely not. But I constantly bring weird shit home and have horrible experiences. It happens. There's a certain location I did a lot of work for all of the end of 2024 into like for this whole year of 2025. And something I encountered there has nothing to do with, you know, me, my religion or anything, or even the location for that matter. And that impacted my life greatly this past year. I don't know if anyone, you know, death after death after death, crazy things. And I don't know why I was connected to that either, but I found that there. And I don't know why it was even there to begin with, because it doesn't belong. I want to leave it like that because I don't know who knows what.
Yeah.
I'm going to write a book. I'm totally going to write a book about it one day. Both scenarios for sure.
So I asked because sometimes it's happened a couple of times. Sarah can vouch. Like if there's one, Sarah was getting a reading and I walked up and it like kind of derailed it.
No, I'll have people sit like, so I'm Sam, we're doing an expo and I have my booth and the one person wants to sit down with me for a reading. I put out extra chairs because what if their loved ones just want to sit down? I'm not going to connect to them. I'm going to focus on the one person unless they want me to connect to them as well. And even in that scenario, I'm setting the intention of focusing on this person and then moving the energy to focus on that person and their loved ones. It's like, I don't know, it's crazy. And I make them all step forward in order too. Like if grandma passed before grandpa, you need to step forward in order. First grandma, then grandpa, then the dog, then like Uncle Jim. Like, who's Jim, by the way? Do I keep saying Jim? It's because he made me write Jim on this paper, probably. Anyway, it's really interesting, and I can't explain it.
Okay, is anybody else getting that?
Yeah. Jim's shutting you down.
Oh, you completely
gone, girl.
muted. Without
she's-
being muted.
She's not muted, but she's muted.
No, I think I don't know if she has earpods, AirPods.
No, she's got on headphones.
Oh,
She's got on.
Yeah,
We can't hear you.
no, you're gone.
I know. I have a uncle. It's weird when she said that.
Oh,
My headphones just turned off. You guys just started to talk through the laptop, and then I just reconnected.
Yeah.
And you guys went crazy robot. What were
So
you
did-
saying?
so did
That was
you.
weird.
yeah.
Yeah, I was telling you that your voice you went robot and then you were just gone
Yeah.
after. And Sarah was saying she has an Uncle Jim.
Oh, that passed.
Mhm.
Okay, hi Jim.
He just wanted to make a grand entrance.
We'll just use him for example. That was weird. That was so weird. My headphones turned. That never happens. I do Zoom sessions all the time for my clients. Like it's completely turned off. You guys came through my laptop, and then it reconnected back to the ears while I'm trying to explain everything. I don't know.
That's just a little taste of what we're gonna get at mid.
Yeah, but that's
Yes.
also an example, right? So Sarah's getting reading. I walk over and this lady's like, Jesus, like, go.
Yeah.
'Cause my dead are loud. They're loud. So that's why
Okay.
I'm like, I don't always feel good going to, and I don't go to a lot, but gallery readings or
No, I always ask
readings.
before I even begin, like with each person in the audience, I want permission first. Maybe they just want to watch. You know, it's very personal. Things could come up that maybe they don't want people to hear. I have a lot of respect when it comes to what I'm doing, especially because of how I do it. And I don't know, it's not just some weird game, you know.
Yeah.
And I want people to be comfortable, and I want them to be open to it.
All right, well, I'm excited. I just don't know how they're
I
gonna
was gonna say,
work
I'm
and
gonna have
go
to
to
come
a
see you then
gallery.
because now I'm curious.
Well, I have to say I love how she described her gallery readings because I do agree that there are some. There is no. I'm not a psychic medium, so I don't know. So I would assume there's no right or wrong way, but I do love the fact that you take that moment to connect to one person. Like to me, that is why I don't do gallery readings because I don't think I like the general questioning. So I love that moment. And I think what a beautiful opportunity at Mid Orange to be able to connect with somebody like you, Bianca, in a gallery reading. And if you walk up to them, that's very telling, right? Instead of saying like there's somebody with a J name here, right? And everybody's like, that's me. So I love that. I think that's a very unique. I don't know that I've really ever seen that very much.
Names aren't my biggest thing. When they do say the name, I'm blown away. I love when they finally say the name. But it's more of all of the other evidential information, like the specifics, like this is grandma, and then this is grandpa. And, you know, she made it to her 70s and he made it to her, 80s. And, she passed of lung cancer and he passed of dementia. And for some reason, the name thing, I've been begging them. This past week, they've been really great with names. Please say the names. Please say the names. I don't know if that has to do with the fact that I suck with names in the living. Like I'm really bad with names in the living. So I wonder if that overflows, with them on the other side. But I'm getting better-ish. But otherwise, everything else is like so detailed and so precise. The age, what happened? Are they buried? Are they cremated? Who passed first? What exactly happened in the body? What does the house look like that they lived in? Is it 2 floors? Did they literally, wake up in the bedroom, try to get down the hallway, and then they drop right in the doorway of the bathroom because they're having a sudden heart attack? And then, mom finally wakes up and finds dad on the floor. So I make them show me everything just because I really want that evidential factor of it really is them. This is not BS. This is them. And for myself as well, I need that evidential factor. The names though, they better get better and better. Yeah.
What are you thinking, Rob?
We'll see. We'll see that night.
I know I'm gonna go over and see you because I'm curious.
Why are you being weird, Rob? Am I saying weird things?
No.
Okay.
He's just weird.
Am I freaking you out?
No.
Your
No,
brain's going a
there's
million
lot-
miles. I know your brain is like turning and turning and
Yeah,
turning.
there's a lot of things that I want to share, but I can't.
Okay,
So I'm
gotcha.
gonna wait. I'm gonna have to wait 20
Just
more
wait
days.
patiently.
20 more
That's-
days, then I
That's
can.
gonna fly by.
Oh, I know. So 20 more days until Mid-Orange. Get your tickets. Get your asses out there.
Yes, yes.
Please.
Support.
Come
Help us.
join us.
I'm excited.
Brittany is going to be there. Batty Brittany there.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's going to be good. And hopefully Dave and Barry make it to the event. Not,
They will.
it's just us kids and Eric and everybody.
Oh, there's still going to be so much to explore and to do. And again, I think the amazing diversity of who's going to be there from the paranormal community, a diversity of opportunity to connect, different ways to connect through classic ways of paranormal to the spiritual way of paranormal, right? To very modern techniques with modern tools. There, I think the challenges like that Ryan and Emily are going to be offering, and those are, by the way, solo challenges, personal fear challenges that they will put you in. I think there is just enough of something for everyone, and the teams that are going to be coming to be able to walk around with them, pick their brains, start a conversation, try something with them. This is really about an opportunity, an event to be able to walk out and go, wow, I learned something new. I met somebody new, and now I have a new way of maybe trying something. This is it. This is your opportunity to actually get in there and do it.
Yeah, I muted you.
Me?
Bianca Rose. So yeah, so I'm excited. Get out there, come hang out with us. Yes, Brittany, you should probably so just so people understand, if you haven't been, the main building where we kind of stage and get ready and meet and do introductions is heated. There's bathrooms. We'll have snacks and sodas and water, coffee, but it is heated there. Once we get outside of that, no heaty.
Yeah, bring your gloves, bring your finger gloves.
No heaty for
And
your
warmers.
feet. So there's cottages we have access to. There's the mess hall and workshops, which is huge building, and then we have the admin building, which if you watched it on Ghost Hunters, that's where they got some activity. Also, yeah, look, not a lot of places scare me. Mid-Orange was one of the places that. What's that face? What's that?
No, you get scared when someone sneaks up on you.
Not a lot of places scare you. Did Rob Stakowitz just make that statement? Not a lot of places scare you.
Recorded, yeah. Oh, well then.
Okay.
Okay. Well, not the Mid-Orange is scary. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Be prepared for leg day though. Climbing up and down those stairs in the admin building.
And it's there are walks. This is a very large area.
Yeah,
So-
real comfy shoes.
Yeah, don't wear your stilettos that day. You're going to want comfortable shoes.
It could be muddy. It could be muddy.
It could be muddy.
And there's deer, a lot of deer. So
No, don't talk
careful
about the deer,
driving.
Rob.
oh yeah, Sandy hits.
I've walked in between cottages, and remember that big buck came barreling through the woods, like in between the cottage.
barreling through the
Oh
woods.
my god, yeah.
Big bad buck came barreling.
He did. Remember?
Yeah.
It freaked me out.
My deer story was driving home that night and
From
there was
Middo.
Yeah, from Middo. There were so many deer. And now, of course, about 3 weeks prior, my mother-in-law wrecked my husband's car, and I had my husband's car and it got fixed. Thank God I was driving like it was 45. I think I was doing 30 because I was tired. It was late. And a deer just came barreling down, hit the side of the car. And I sat there for a second. I was like, I don't want to get out of my car because I'm afraid to see this damage. And there was no damage, knock on wood,
I remember that.
but I cried.
Well, I'm sorry. So after this, I have to go get ready because I am going somewhere for fun and business at the same time. Medium Bianca Rose, if you have a premonition about how tonight is going to turn out, feel free to share that. I am planning pleasure and business tonight.
Let me know if you get kicked in the shin by a kid.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
That's tonight?
I don't know. I guess so.
I don't want to get kicked.
Random. I don't know.
It could happen. It's
Maybe
very
it's like
possible.
a spirit kid. I don't do those things. I don't like people. I'd rather like the spirits. Yes. I don't want real people screaming at me and stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
I like it's reflex. Like I'm gonna, you know.
So look,
Yeah.
when I was in corporate America, we rented Busch Gardens, I think it was. Is that where they have the haunted house in Disney? Not the big Disney
Busch
one. There's another
Gardens
one.
and
Busch
Disney.
Gardens. Yeah, it was
They're
Busch
two
Gardens. I
separate
remember. And we had a guy literally knock out one of the actors because
Yeah.
they jumped out. Yeah. And
Wow.
It happens with
happens.
Bianca. We don't take me to those places, or I just
So anyway, so tonight got that. Sarah and I will be back Wednesday, I assume, on our Wednesday show. One day she'll bring her show back to the airwaves, Paranormal Blonde. We'll see what happens.
I want to thank you guys for coming on and spending this hour with me. I really appreciate it. This was a good way to spend my birthday.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Try
Happy
to have
birthday.
a peaceful and relaxing birthday night.
No, I have a 1-year-old. That ain't
I know you have a toddler, but still try to find those moments. Lock the bathroom.
Yes.
Just go sneak in there and be like, I'll be back in 5 minutes. But with that, I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Get your tickets on extremeticketing.com and join us.
Awesome. We'll see you at Mid-O.
See you Mid-O,
Yeah.
guys.
Peace out, ladies.
Peace out.